But I think he's up for the task. Double check that those are the last things you need. Don't waste rockets if you don't need to. Those are the last things you need. Send it up. And then, as soon as that one's gone, I'm going to watch to make sure this thing turns on, because we do need to build up our initial fuel supplies and make sure everything works. And then we will send ourselves up, and we will go to Vulcanus. But I think this works. Oh, it does read the whole belt. I didn't think it could read through undergrounds, but it can definitely read through undergrounds. The biggest thing I want to know is, what's my power situation like? When everything kicks on. When the asteroid collectors are just grabbing stuff, it doesn't really matter. Electricity seems like it's holding out just fine. You guys are set to purge carbonic asteroid if you need to. We're missing an inserter on the... No, we're not missing an inserter on the ice melter. It's right there. But you actually do need to get a filter on you for only oxide asteroids. And then you will need a filter on you for only carbonic asteroids. Otherwise, you're going to grab stuff before you can send it to the other machines. No, wait. No. You don't need to do that at all. You actually want it to put them back on the belt. You don't want this one to put it back on the belt. You want this one to only insert into here. This one you want carbon to go back on the belt because that machine needs both of them. And there's ice on the belt. That's annoying. You know what? Don't use a filter. I'll send out one more blue insert. World's most wasted rocket launch, but... This is more idiot-proof if I just have it grab ice off the belt. But then if it's grabbing ice off the belt, I'm gonna need a way to purge ice off the belt as well. Which I guess you'll be in charge of. And then you also need to get filtered to grab only carbonic asteroid. And then I'd like to build this, please. There we go. You need more aggressive belt filtering than you have right now. You need a way to purge extra ammo? No, you don't need a way to purge extra ammo. You can wire here. And these don't reach. You are going to need a couple extra things here. You need 2 long-handed inserters, first of all. And honestly, save these, because you might need more up there. You need 2 more inserters up front that are going to require tile. You are going to purge extra iron ore. And you're going to do that if iron ore on the belt is greater than 30. You need to purge extra carbon. And you are going to do that. No, wait, no, you need to purge extra carbon. And you're going to do that if carbon is greater than 30. Then you need a way to stop these from inserting if there's too much ammo on the belt already. You are enabled when ammo is less than 80. And likewise for you. And then are you going to need anything else up here? These need to insert into here with long-handed inserters. Actually, no, they don't. Actually, yes, they do. You need to send up 2 long-handed inserters. And then I think that's it. Because otherwise these are not going to get ammo. Everything else appears to be working. Why are we not getting oxidizer though? Oh, because all the iron ore is being eaten by the furnaces before it can even get to the oxide maker. Is that a problem? I don't think it's really a huge problem. So you guys are also going to get wired, and you're going to be enabled if ammo in the hub is less than 100. Yeah, no iron makes it down to those things. But all of this will eventually shut off. And electricity is fine. This ship will not run out of power. Now, this ship also can't move, otherwise we could actually collect asteroids a lot faster. Oh, you need tile too. You need to send up 2 tile, you fool. You idiot. Alright, so we've wasted a couple rocket launches here. But they've been important for debugging purposes. What do you have on the belt right now? I can control everything that's on this belt. And in fact, I am controlling everything that's on this belt. As soon as those inserters get built anyway. And also, we've built this thing with almost no circuits, which is kind of neat. Every other space platform that I've built, I think, has been circuited much more heavily than this one has. So, it's kind of neat to build one that is not that reliant on circuits. We're really doing very little belt monitoring up here. Whoa, 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 whoa. You need to filter for iron ore. Not that I can ever imagine a world where we have too much of it on the belt. And then you need to filter for carbon. Greater than. Greater than. Greater than. Greater than. It's a lot of iron wasted, but it's fine. Resources in space are infinite. So I think that's it. I think this is the ship. These are getting close to backing up, at which point these will stop consuming iron, and as soon as this belt backs up, these can't insert anymore. Also, these don't technically need to filter for iron ore because they can never touch iron plate. We finally generated thruster fuel, which is good. Thruster oxidizer. I'm gonna go up, man. I'm gonna go up. You didn't send logistics bots up. You need 20? God, do not forget logistics bots. That would have been catastrophic. Yeah, we have wasted so many launches. But it's fine. It is what it is. We'll make do. Like 3 unnecessary launches, but each of these only costs... I don't know. Don't worry about it. We didn't waste that much. Is the point. Travel to space platform. Save first. Save. Travel to Vulcanus Pilgrim. I'm gonna get underway now, because the faster we move, the more asteroids we collect, and the more asteroids we collect, the more thruster we'll be able to generate, and the more thrust we can generate, the faster we'll move, and the more asteroids we'll collect. So I think even though we basically have nothing in our oxidizer tank right now, just getting the ship to move is going to improve its productivity. Anyway. You guys ready to go to Vulcanus? Let's go. Let's see how it works. It's immediately out of fuel. No, it's still going. I want you to grab asteroids. It has run out of fuel. We are falling back towards Nauvis. But as soon as you find some iron ore, you'll kick back on. No, as soon as you find iron ore, you'll kick back on. We just needed to escape the foundries. The ship is not moving fast enough. You're not even building up ammo yet. Wait, why do you read no ammo on belt? Hold on, that's not right. Why do you not see any ammo? Read belt contents. Hold on all belts. Now you do. Okay. Alright, we did not have enough oxidizer in the tank to actually make it. We're going to wait for it to build up, and we're going to try again. We do have iron ore building up, or iron plates building up on this side. That's good. These are also shut off now. That one will be shut off soon. You should not be purging this belt. Go to like 60. We need that iron ore. Yeah, still no oxidizer. I could just turn these off. But I really don't want to. Oh, you're full already. Holy cow. Maybe this will go faster than I thought. These things actually grab a ton of iron ore. Oh, we're off. We're moving. We're falling back to Novis. Add station, Novis. Circuit condition. Go to Novis and wait there. We're not quite ready for liftoff yet. We're getting close. But we're not quite ready for liftoff. I need some of these furnaces to back up first. We're also not producing enough water. You produce 20, you consume 20, but you need to be running all the time, and you don't have enough ice to do that. Why? Because you're not getting enough oxide asteroid chunks. Why are you still running? Oh shit, that's fine. We need to disable you. So you're backed up. You'll back up soon. You're very close to backing up. 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 It's just going to be these three that are running for a while. You're done. You're almost done. You're done. You're done. So half the forges are done running. Over half of the forges are done running. There is iron ore escaping down the belt now. Oxidizer plants are running more often. But they're out of water because I can't get oxide asteroids to you fast enough. I didn't think that water would be my limiter, but here we are. Well, as soon as the thruster backs up, then more water will flow to the oxidizer. We're learning things about this ship. This ship takes an eternity to start up, basically. Yeah, the grabby arms on the asteroid collectors are super cool. It's a shame that I couldn't manage to get a higher quality one, because for every increase in quality you have for the collector, the arm shoots faster and you get a second arm. And so they really start to get spidery. No, I'm not going. My ship is out of propellant current. I'm waiting for it to generate enough oxidizer that can actually get underway. It's starting to catch up here a little bit. But I don't have enough oxidizer to even have this thing to run right now. Can drop a little bit of mass off of the back like that. Just make it a little slimmer. Could also get rid of these. Those are kind of not necessary. And you're really going to start throwing out iron now because we're short on water. It's good to know that we'll just have to build this thing in advance. It needs a long time to spin up. We're over halfway full on the oxidizer tank. I'll try again. The problem is if we run out of fuel, we're just going to drift back to Novis, and we're going to have to start this whole process over again. But, whatever. Let's go. The rockets also look super cool when they're running. So we're almost out of thruster oxidizer. Just need some more ice asteroids. The grabby arms are going to work. They grabbed a couple. Big asteroids. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. The big asteroids generate a ton of chunks. And that is going to increase our ability to grab stuff out of space. We're also holding at a consistent speed. It's not fast, but we're moving. You're throwing ice out? You should not be doing that. Your limit needs to be way higher. Ice is very important. These are running full time. You're full of ice. So we don't make enough oxidizer to run the engines at full speed. But if we give this ship a little time to buffer, I think we'll be in a much better place. It can go quite a bit faster than this if it has some time to build up its fuel reserves. How is bullet ammo doing? Or gun turret ammo? It's fine. It's keeping up. Only 3 of the furnaces have kicked back on. So we should be keeping up with that. Asteroid's starting to get kind of dense, but we have more than enough gun turrets at the front of the ship to keep us safe. The only way this ship takes damage is if we run out of ammo. It is not possible otherwise for the ship to take damage from asteroids. That said, this is a lot of asteroids. We might be churning through quite a bit of ammo. What's on the belt right now? Only have 12 bullets on the belt? Okay, that's a little concerning. I think I already see where I could make a small adjustment. But I can't do it now. I would need splitters to do it. Like, you just ran out of ammo. But the rest of your friends are fine. And we're stopping. We're here. We've arrived. No, we've run out of fuel. Same difference. What's your problem? You're out of iron ore. There's not space on the belt. No, there's space on the belt. Why are you not grabbing? There isn't space on the belt. You don't have space to put iron ore down. Because metallic asteroids have built up. Okay, you're gonna need to think quick about that one. You have no inserters up here? Alright. Worst possible short-term solution? I need you to rip metallic asteroid chunk off the belt. And that will allow things to turn back on. And there's Vulcanus. So we got there, but this ship has a couple design flaws still. The biggest one is that it needs a way to purge metallic asteroids. Which I could do with a long-handed inserter right there. Wait, what are you doing? You guys are supposed to purge, you just can't. I don't know why you're even still here. You come back here. That won't work. You come here. Filter. Metallic asteroid. Circuit connection. Read all belt contents and enable you when metallic asteroid is greater than 20. Then you are going to go back to just monitoring iron ore. Is that going to keep you alive up here? As far as I know, yes. But your next impending problem is that eventually ice asteroids are going to back up. Well, we'll save that problem for another time. Drop to Vulcanus. We'll figure out if that's a problem when the ship breaks in orbit. Strands us here with no way to get back. That seems fine. Donk. And then if you could also send me down my logistics drones, please. There they are. Alright. Vulcanus with nothing. Let's go. We are going to be building from scratch, because it's fun. Tungsten carbide has been researched, but first, let's just grab a little bit of natural resources, and let's do a bit of scouting, and see what exactly we're working with down here. Grab a bunch of carbon off these trees. We've got a nice big coal patch. 990k. We've got tungsten carbide coming out of the rocks. We've got our sulfuric acid patch up here. So we probably want to start around that. Because this is going to give us our power. It is acceptably sized. It could be bigger. And then where is my calcite? Well, there's my lava. We'll just go lava. Here's our first demolisher territory. We have a little bit of this sulfuric acid patch that we can use, but I don't think that'll be necessary. You have a 6 million calcite patch, if I can kill your guardian. Here's my calcite patch. It's actually rather conveniently located. So we can pull lava out of this, run a pipe up through here, merge it with the calcite, get it over these cliffs, and then into this big plain is where we can set up a ton of foundry operations. I hear a demolisher. Hey, friend. What you doing? You just chilling? You don't give a shit about my lasers, which is nice. Because I can't turn them off. So we'll need to deal with him later on. But for now, let's just figure out how much territory we've got to work with. Also, Vulcanus probably has the best soundtrack. In my mind. I haven't been to Aquilo yet. Maybe Aquilo's is better, but Vulcanus rocks. Feels very epic, but also very, like, despairing at the same time. Here's our second small demolisher friend. Patrolling his territory over here. We've got lots of nice lava access over here. Quite a bit, actually. We don't really need anything over here, though. Alright, so that's about what we're working with. Let's get set up with some very basic manufacturing. And I don't really think it matters where we start. We'll just start over here. Did I put a lot of carpet into one of these? I did. And then let's go chop some more trees down to get more carbon. I think our fastest way to progress early is going to be coal snakes. Just like back home. That's going to give the fuel that we need to run our stone furnaces. But we're also looking at getting steel up for pump jacks and for solar panels. Solar panels are going to kickstart our power until we can get the acid neutralization recipe, and then acid neutralization is going to take it from there. So grab all this. Grab all that. Get some of these going. Good old coal snakes, never fail. You guys sit there and work. I'll make 4 more of you. Rubber explosives 4. Sure, just keep it working. Alright. That should give us enough for now. We want to keep iron going. And while we're working on iron, we'll just keep taking apart rocks. Because this is going to be all of our initial tungsten. There is no starter tungsten patch. We are going to have to kill a worm for it. And we are nowhere close to being able to kill a worm. Okay. You, at this point, I think I can repurpose into steel. We'll have you run off of coal instead of carbon. Can't really think of a good reason why, but... Actually, maybe I can. 2 megajoules? 4 megajoules? It's because it's twice as efficient. That would be the main reason. And we need enough steel for basically a single solar panel. And a pump jack. And a chemical plant. So 5, 10, 15. We are aiming for 15 steel. These, not super necessary. There's our solar panel. Here's your improved fuel. Here's all the iron ore you can handle. Take care of our chemical plant. Yeah, you've got plenty. We're just waiting. And then pump jack is going to be last. One more steel. Actually, I think you're going to need one more steel. You need two more steel, because you're going to need to make a power line. Because you can't find wood here. It's all carbon. One. Do a bit of light decorating, why not? Oh, you're gonna need water, too. Where the hell do you get water down here? We'll figure it out. So here's my sulfuric acid production. We're going to put you directly into a chemical plant. I don't have acid neutralization yet. That's a little bit of an issue. What do I need to do to unlock acid neutralization? I need to mine one calcite. Okay. Yeah, a single solar panel, because the acid neutralization recipe is insane. That's that. Then make tungsten carbide. Yeah, there's my acid neutralization. So I want that. I need a single pipe. I also really want to keep the steel going. Because we're going to be making a lot of steam turbines. You go here. You go here. You go here. You are going to do acid neutralization. Here's your one calcite. Then you're going to need not even a boiler, you're just going to need a steam turbine. Steam turbines don't take steel. That's huge. I don't know why I thought they did. Just that you need a ton of iron, and that's it. Right, you're working on making your steam. Let's clear off a space where I can actually fit 33 steam turbines. I think over here seems like a pretty decent bet. But I'm gonna need to build one just to map it out. There's your first one. Grab a little extra iron so you can make a plate or a pipe to connect it. And maybe a tank? I don't know. You can think about it. Maybe a tank's not super important. A storage tank, not a vehicle tank. Turn the RoboPort off for this, because you don't want them bothering you while you're trying to work. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 22, 33. Yep, seems good. And then for power, you're gonna have something like that. 7, 8, 9, 10. You need 2 more. And then you're probably going to need more pipe. That should about do. And making your connections through here. And this is just so that we can actually fit the power poles in. You'll go something like that. You're gonna run up here. You're gonna run over here. You're gonna plug back in. And then you are going to go here. And that's going to be power. Now, we do need to automate this by pumping calcite into it, but we can worry about that later. For now, we'll probably just hand deliver calcite instead. This array of 33 turbines produces about half as much power as the nuclear reactor does on Nauvis. It is run by 1 pump jack that is mining sulfuric acid. It's pretty good. It is pretty good. So what do we need now? We want to make tungsten carbide. We make tungsten carbide in an assembler, I believe? Yes. Does it take fluid ingredients? Yes. So you're going to need to make an AM2. Because it will require sulfuric acid. I'll put you here. You'll have one of these. Here's your tungsten carbide recipe. You will go here. Draw this power line over here. You also need carbon. Got that. Tungsten ore. Got that. Here's my tungsten carbide. Now I can make a foundry. And a foundry is where everything is going to start to pick up. We need 20 refined concrete and 20 lubricant in addition to a mountain of steel. So we need to keep these furnaces running, generating steel for us basically non-stop. And we need a near constant supply of iron ore, which we're only really going to be able to get from tearing apart rocks. Fortunately, there's a tunnel. This will last me for a while. Get all of that cooking. The other thing we're going to need is an oil refinery. Also, I guess with these spare furnaces, let's keep making some stone brick. Never hurts to have some around. Other than that, just tearing up rocks. Thank you, drums. Another like 5 stacks of iron. We are ready on refinery with a few more iron plates. Might want to feed you a little more calcite as well. Yeah, probably. So stick a burner miner up here. You're just going to mine directly into a chest. And here's all the coal in the world for you to work with. Knock yourself out, bud. I'll be back in like 40 minutes. Oh, right, that cost me steel. Whoops. Oh, here's a refinery. The refinery, we're going to want to be near the coal. Because this is going to be doing coal liquefaction into heavy oil. With a very, very inefficient recipe. But we can unlock a better version later. Also, let's go see how the ship is doing. Are you clogged? You're not clogged at all. You actually look like you're doing just fine. I'm actually a little worried that there's no ammo on the belt, but these aren't even running, and these are backed up. I think the ship is stable. I think it's stable to stay parked in orbit. I have a couple minor worries about the power demands at a planet like Fulgora that does not have enough solar, but at least for now, it looks like it's doing just fine. Alright, so get a refinery set up. Run power over to it. And then dump a ton of calcite into that steam plant so you don't have to worry about it for a while. 34 will be fine. There you go. So you'll sit there and just make steam forever. Really, you can't connect on a diagonal that far. Oh, I hate that. I hate that too. Get rid of all this. Kill it all. It's cutting into our steel, but it's necessary. Here's all of our wonderful foundry recipes that we can't quite use yet. And then from there I can cut over it. Start working on bringing you over to here. You are going to do simple coal liquefaction. Oh, I need to run a sulfuric acid belt all the way out here. Or a sulfuric acid pipe all the way out here. I can do that. It's just going to consume a lot of iron. Let's get it underway. And just stem it off here. Why you not run? Because I ran out of iron ore putting you. Decent point. We need a little more iron still. Probably also need to go collect a little more iron. Give me all of this. You guys want to just destroy that crater? Thank you. Alright, that should be enough iron to work with for a while. Kill that one too, I guess. Got the furnaces back up. Keep working the pipe over here. You could use more iron plates. I just don't think I have the iron plates to spare for you. I know we're gonna need the steel. I can't spare the steel. It's too important to me right now. You're gonna go here. You're gonna do simple coal liquefaction. I was just kidding. You're gonna go here. And you're gonna do simple coal liquefaction. So you need coal, you need calcite, and you need sulfuric acid. And that's going to produce only heavy oil, which is great, because heavy oil is all we need. Now I think you kind of have to do it. Get your calcite. Yoink. We'll go put half of it into the acid neutralization recipe. And we'll put the other half into the oil refinery. Then, with the heavy oil, we need to make lubricant, which we will do in a chem plant. And then after that, all we need is refined concrete and a mountain of tungsten carbide. You will be making lube. And as much as I would like you to put it into a tank, I can't spare the tank right now. And then you, tungsten carbide boy, you keep working on that. Last piece of the puzzle is refined concrete. So we're going to need another chemical plant to get water. We're going to need an assembling machine to get concrete. And then we're going to need a second assembling machine for refined concrete. You are going to go here. You are going to do steam condensation. You are going to output somewhere else. You don't really need to worry about where right now. You're going to go into here. You're going to make concrete. We are going to give you all of the stone brick and iron ore that you need. And then right next to you, via direct insertion, we will have refined concrete. And we will extend this pipe to hit you as well. You will need one fast inserter to handle direct insertion. And I will be right back with your iron ore. Jones, I'm too lazy to go down there. Can you get it for me? Thank you. Is that a stack? It is a stack, and then some. So off you go. You're going to be very... I'll hook you up to the main grid at this point. You can have the power coming from the steam turbines. That'll keep you running very happily. And then you're going to need steel, and you're going to need iron rod. I'm not going to bother doing the math on how much you need. I'm going to pick 20, and we'll evaluate from there. That's your 50 tungsten carbide. You are critically low on iron ore, my friend. And that's going to be a problem, because you need 50 steel plate. So it's time for you to keep hitting up rocks. Not technically rocks, but let's just clear some space out while we're at it. It's another 150 iron ore or so. Good to make like 25 steel. You're gonna need twice that much. Keep that going. And you're fine. I actually probably never need to put iron ore into you ever again. You're going to make more than enough concrete. Only limiter now is basically steel. Which is really like an iron ore limiter. You're going to go here. You're going to make foundry. You're going to make exactly one of these. So enjoy it while it lasts. 50 tungsten carbide. 20 refined. Really, 20 refined concrete. That's it. Wow. Okay. 30 electronic circuit. Just waiting on steel. Might as well keep grabbing more of that. Here's number 5 for you. Here's all your circuits. You are still going to be critically short on iron ore. So go get some of that. Get some of this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get these. Should be enough. Probably. Here's number 12. We're halfway there. So the first foundry is going to take a while to craft. The second foundry is going to take a while to craft. The third through 500th foundry is going to go very, very quickly. The neat thing about foundries, in addition to using molten lava as their metal source, is that they give you a 50% productivity bonus for anything you make inside. So when I make my first foundry in a foundry, I will get 1 foundry. When I make my second foundry in a foundry, I will get a third foundry for free. And considering that I'm spending 50 steel on each of these foundries, along with all this other crap that I'm putting into them, you can understand why that would be nice. To get a bunch of stuff completely for free. And yes, you can make foundries in foundries. 34. Let's keep all this stuff crafting. How's calcite looking over here? Not bad. This? 78? Yeah, it's fine. You really don't use a lot of calcite. Not any at all. Here's another 11. 5 to go. 3 to go. 2 to go. You are going to need another 50 tungsten carbide, so get that crafting. In here. You have enough refined concrete, though. Your refined concrete is fine. What's up, Senna? How you doing? Things looking a little different down here, huh? Alright, foundry number 1. Give me that. You're gonna go here. You're gonna make foundries. We put a foundry in your foundry, exhibit, hit my ride, etc., etc. Yeah, I know, I've heard it. We've all made the joke. And now we wait to farm 1,000,000 steel again. Recovering from your late night. I mean, congratulations on the deliverable. It's always nice to finish something that you've been working on for a while. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, I had a good time playing it. I have feedback, but I figured since it was like, you know, a week-long game jam project and not like a commercial deliverable, I didn't open with it. But if you wanted unsolicited feedback on a thing you did for fun, I'd be more than happy to help. Okay, this 50 tungsten carbide. Give me this and this. We're almost halfway on foundry number 2. Yoink, yoink. We can also expel you now. You're done. Yeah, I'll send you some. We need more iron ore. It's time to go back out into the wilds. Grab this and this. And can you guys come take that apart? Thank you. Nine more. 17 to go. So the second foundry that we make is going to be steel, obviously. Because steel is like... it's the bottleneck right now. And if we have a foundry working on steel, steel basically becomes infinite. Just get that to go a little bit faster. Get these to go a little bit faster. We're gonna need even more iron. Grab all this. Now, could we be doing this much faster if we just shipped in everything we needed from Nauvis? Yeah, absolutely. But you can technically do the first 3 planets with absolutely nothing on you. And I think it's kind of fun to do them that way. So that's the way we're going to do it. We're going to build from scratch, and we're not allowed to import anything until we have constructed our first rocket pad, and we have launched a rocket. And then once we've launched a rocket, you can import anything you want. But until then, you're on your own. Here's foundry number 2. Foundry number 2 is going to be in charge of... I need molten iron. So I need molten iron from lava. So I need a offshore pump. And the offshore pump is going to go here. To like here. And then I think the foundries are going to go here. You are going to be molten iron from lava. You are going to get hooked up to lava. You are going to require some extra calcite. Let's go grab that. And let's also make sure the steel keeps moving. We're always going to need more. Oh, you're out of calcite. Wasn't that interesting? Here, how about you mine that? Give me another stack. I actually lied. I need to make one more foundry by hand. Or one more foundry by manually crafting steel. Yeah, this is now into expansion content. And the way that the Factorio expansion works is every planet gives you a different mechanical challenge relative to the base game. So base game Factorio is you put items on belts, you use items on belts to craft more items, and you build kind of a self-replicating factory assembly. The challenge on Vulcanus is there is no native mines for copper, and there are no native mines for iron. And instead, you pump them from molten pools of magma. So all of your metals, whereas they used to be on belts on Nauvis, all of your metals are now piped fluids, and you get bonus productivity for crafting them in these foundries that are tailored to use molten metals. That's the mechanical challenge on Vulcanus. Also, there's no native water, so you have to get water from sulfuric acid. And there's no trees, I guess, if you're willing to call that. Yeah, kind of like alternative starts. And there is a mod that actually lets you start on other planets. So for the first 3 of the 4 planets, you are able to start there and launch a rocket there. And basically play through the entire game up to expansion content, regardless of which of the 4 starting planets you start on. The 5th planet, Aquilo, is a little different, but that's also the last planet for a reason. And it's because it demands that you bring everything else from all of the other planets to A, make it there, and B, construct there. Yeah, basically, Space Age is an expansion about how do you play the game with this new restriction that previously you haven't had to deal with before. It's a really, really neat expansion. And not only is the expansion neat, but their modding architecture allows players to mod their own planets in. So the expansion shipped with 4. I think there's something like 35 planets on the workshop right now, and people make new planet mods basically every day. And then there is a mod pack that is every planet. It just grabs every planet mod there is, and it adds all of the planet mods to your game, and then you have a game where you have like 30 planets, and each planet has some kind of unique design constraint. And they have varying levels of quality because they're player-written mods, but I think in general the modding community is kind of stuck to the philosophy of the expansion in the first place, which is that planets should have unique mechanics rather than just being the same thing in a different location. So we could fiddle around with some space age mod planets as well. It's not like I need an excuse to play more Factorio. So this foundry craft is going to give us 2 foundries. And I need my 25 more tungsten carbide. Yoink. You're gonna take a little while. Should have been more on top of that. Yoink. How's Vulcanus doing? Doing fine. If I need to drive the tank out there, I can. How is the nuclear reactor doing? It's out of fuel. Why? That's a problem. You have 5. You have 6. Why are you not getting a delivery? You have 12. I don't immediately have an answer to that question. There's currently none enriched uranium in the logistics system, but there is. There's enriched uranium right here. Maybe I need to be more aggressive with your threshold. Maybe you need to be like 15. There's definitely U-235 in this logistics network, right? Wait, but also you're not crafting. Why are you off? What? Oh, there we go. I just showed up. Hmm. I know how to solve this problem. I just don't want to. The way that you would solve this problem correctly is to come over here. Ah, fuck. The way that you solve this problem correctly is you read temperature off the reactor. Actually, you read fuel off the reactor. So you're gonna read 7. You're gonna read 14. You're gonna read 14. No, you're all gonna read 14 because it counts combined fuel. That's not gonna work either. What is the right way to solve this problem? No, the right way to solve this problem is temperature. You read temperature off the reactor. And I actually don't think this is a problem that needs to be solved, but we're gonna do it anyway. Mostly so I can prove that I know how. We're gonna run the temperature signal all the way down to the inserter that controls input on the nuclear fuel cell craft. And then you are going to read when this T signal, which is the nuclear reactor temperature, Oh, the sum. I don't want the sum. I just want to read off of one, then. I just want to read a single reactor. Because these share temperature. Kind of. Yeah, okay. So I'm reading temperature off of a single reactor. And if that single reactor temperature falls below 980, you craft. Because that means that the nuclear reactor has run out of fuel and the temperature's dropping below what it's able to produce natively. That will fix the problem. Now, back to Vulcanus. Let's go get our last 25 tungsten carbide. And let's make more of it. Because you know we're going to need more of it. And let's make foundries 2 and 3. I'll be taking my free foundry. Thank you. And this foundry is going to make steel. But it's going to make steel from the molten iron that we're making in this foundry. So we just connect you up. And here's our steel. Little bit faster than a stone furnace, wouldn't you say? And now that we can do that, pretty much all of this becomes obsolete. We're gonna make... well, we need a little more iron still. 30 electronic circuits. 57 steel. We just want to make nothing but furnaces out of furnaces. Put a couple extra sticks into our refined concrete manufacturer. Get a little more tungsten carbide out of you. Here's all the steel you need. There's all the electronic circuit you need. Let's go get our refined concrete. So the next thing we're going to be moving towards is building in the foundry everything that we need to make foundries. So that means moving concrete into foundries, it means moving copper wire and iron plate into foundries, and it means moving tungsten carbide into foundries. And tungsten carbide is probably the one we should do next, considering that we can't mine tungsten from the ground right now. And the only place we actually get tungsten is through, like, digging up rocks. Scrounging. Sad times. Misfortune. Need another 30 electronic circuit. But you have a spare foundry. So this foundry... so why are you not producing? Oh, you're full of stone already. So the other thing about the molten iron recipe is that it makes stone as a byproduct. Which means you have to find a way to deal with the stone that you generate. Can I not make tungsten carbide in a foundry? I can't make tungsten carbide in a foundry. Okay. Then I'll make iron in a foundry. We'll do that instead. You can't hold any more iron right now. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna go get some more iron. We're so close to being able to tear down these iron furnaces. So close. Here and here. I need one underground, and I need one more fast inserter. And then this will be not totally automated, because I would still need a way to pull calcite into it. But we can just yeet stone into lava. and dispose of it. And stone is free. Because we make it from smelting. So that's steel automated, it's iron plate automated. Which means I can tear you down. The next thing that we're going to want to work on is concrete. To work on refined concrete. But in order to do that, I'm going to need a pretty significant amount of plate. Or not plate, pipe. So what I might want to do is set up a foundry that makes pipe. Like this guy. So you're going to do pipe. We will connect you up like this. Off you go. And then if I can manage to squeeze out one more foundry, I'll have it do underground pipe. And then our pipe is basically infinite as well. I'm also going to need a couple more trees. And we might actually need to start producing actual carbon soon, rather than just pulling it out of trees. But for now, that'll do. Give you another 14. There's my other 25. $50. 20. 2 free foundries. We're also going to want to set up a foundry to make copper. So I'll take a second offshore pump. And I guess I could put it like here. And we'll just have it go a little further down. So one foundry here, you're going to be our underground pipe. Oh, right, you need regular pipe. So you're actually going to go here. You're going to make underground. We're going to pull this underground. Plug you in here. Have you insert here. And off you go. So with that automated, I can pull you up through here. I can have you feed into this foundry, which will make molten copper from lava. Plug that in. And I mean, now we can just make anything we want. These, unnecessary. Those, we'll get to it. They're still kind of necessary, but we have a ton of brick. I need probably one more foundry. And it's going to be the foundry that makes concrete. And then we might start to think about some automation of other basics. You're going to need power. There you go. You're going to need calcite. There you go. We need a way to pull stone out of you. Just wait for all this handcrafting to finish, I guess. No, we have the refined concrete. There you go. But we need to find some trees. There's trees south of the coal patch. We continue to be low on carbon. I hear a destroyer. Let's go say hi. Hello. Goodbye. He don't mind. He's just chilling. I don't bother him, he doesn't bother me. Give you the rest of this carbon. What do I make carbon out of anyway? Coal and sulfuric acid. Okay, that's super easy. We can take care of that. That is stone destruction. For both my foundries. And then I would like to cast you into copper plates. And after that, I can build a concrete foundry. And then mostly everything we need for foundries will be automated. When does Ragnarok show up? You actually just missed him. Do you want me to go say hi? He's still loitering. Here he is. My lasers do not damage him. Otherwise, he'd be pretty pissed about this. But, yeah, that's the native. He controls territory, which is this this red hatch. And if I were to build anything inside of his territory, he would get very, very mad. So, at least to start on Vulcanus, I am limited to this area. And then as I expand my military capabilities on this planet, I can spread out a bit as soon as I can find a way to kill them. Mechanically, the thing about demolishers is that they just regen a ton of health. They have a lot of health, but they also regen very, very, very quickly. So the challenge to killing them is doing more damage than their natural regeneration can overcome. Usually that's either poison capsule stacking, or it's shipping in uranium ammo from Nauvis. I will probably be using the poison capsule method, because it's easiest to deploy from here without doing a ton of extra shipping. But then later on, you get like a handheld railgun from Aquilo, and that basically trivializes them. You can put a nuclear reactor down in their territory, and they'll get mad, and they'll attack the nuclear reactor, and it will explode in their face. There are many different opportunities for the chaos that you can use to deal with the Demolisher friends. I think that should be enough. Yeah, it's kind of messed up. The engineer in Factorio is not a good guy. He is a very bad guy. Foundry. Concrete. Wrong. Yep. And then water, I actually think I can just snake in through here. I can go something like this, and then like this. And then I can run it all the way through here. Because there's water back by the sulfuric acid plant. Give me another 12. I'm trapped. Put the pipe down. Okay. Water almost done. Run up to there. You'll come down here. There's water on. So now we're doubling our concrete. And really the only thing that we are now limited on is this this ding-dang tungsten carbide. Also, that is Amanda. I may need to take off, but this is a good stopping point for tonight. Also, we've been live for like 4 hours, so... Uh-oh. No, I'm good. Never mind. Yeah, I think this is where we're going to wrap up today, because Amanda's coming around. She wants to say hi. I haven't really talked to her all day. But this is our initial automation on Vulcanus. So where we go from here is we build large mining drills, and we build an actual factory here. We're going to be automating belts. We're going to be automating plastic production, circuit production, all that other kind of stuff. And we're going to start building a rocket platform so that we can make it back to Nauvis with this planet special technology. The most likely time that we'll be doing that is either tomorrow or Tuesday. So if you want to know when that's going to be happening, I've got a Discord. Best place to get stream pings for when we're going to be going live. There's a VODs channel if you want to catch up on stuff that you missed in the past. And there is a YouTube channel if you are a Guild Wars 2 main and you're just here to hang out and socialize. I will see you guys around either tomorrow or Tuesday. I don't exactly know what my streaming schedule looks like yet. But until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. It is Sunday night, so there is not a ton left of it, unfortunately. And I will catch you around next time. Take care and have a good one.